Hausa has one of the coolest sound systems of any language on the planet. But what is Hausa? Well, it's actually the most widely spoken native language in Nigeria, which is kind of weird because it's not related to most of the other languages spoken in Nigeria. For the record, there's more than 500 of them, and most of them belong to the Atlantic Congo language family, but not Hausa. See, Hausa is actually an Afroasiatic language. That means it's related to Arabic, Hebrew, Amharic, and Somali, but distantly. It kind of has its own thing going on, actually, and that thing includes some of the coolest sounds of any language on the planet. Particularly interesting are its implosive consonants, like b and d, where the opening of your vocal folds comes down as the air comes out of your mouth. If you've ever done like a gulping sound in English, like gulp, kind of similar to that. Now those show up in about 13% of languages, but Hausa also has ejective consonants like t and k, where you contract your throat muscles to create a dramatic burst of air. Now that's already really cool, but Hausa's grammar is really interesting too. Like, you know how in English when you want to make something plural, you can usually just throw an S or an ES onto it and call it a day? Well, in Hausa, it's way more complicated. There's a bunch of different patterns to making a word plural, and a lot of them have nothing to do with one another. Not to mention, in English, we usually mark different tenses by putting them on the verb, like how walked is the past tense version of walk. But in Hausa, you actually mark tenses by putting them on the pronoun instead. So suffice to say, Hausa has a lot of different pronouns. Hausa is spoken by a combined total of around 90 million people across northern Nigeria, Ghana, and a bunch of other countries. Now, if you speak Hausa, let me know if there's anything else I should have mentioned about it. And even if you don't, let me know if there's anything else you'd like me to talk about. In the meantime, sai gobe.